because of the beginning of the new month, there are two books that were released from Scars Publications. I'm going to read material from both in this reading for you right now. This first one is from cc&d magazine. It's actually going with a proof copy again right now. It's called Black and White. The cover art is by Greg G. Gano, and he just sent me this photo one day. But I just photographed this and the keys, and what do you think? And it was a decapitated locust that we saw, and I'm like, I surprised him and put it on a cover.
Aha, that's very clever.
He was like, the words are beyond me for seeing this here. Usually my pages on the inside are cream colored, and I made a point to make the black and white to do this theme for it. But I was going to read two performance art pieces from here before I go to performance art pieces from the next book. This first piece is from the performance art show Finding Laura from the Future that was 7-8 months ago, about High Summer, I believe. There's two poems from that one. This first one is called Barbie. My sister-in-law gave me a Midge doll set when she married my brother. Midge came complete with a wardrobe of designer floor-length dresses with sequins and tulle and 3/4 length gloves. But Midge, an older model, had...
Hey, your offer is ready to buy counter. Hey, your offer is ready.
But Midge, an older model, had short red hair, styled like a housewife, not like Barbie, long and blonde and flowing. And Midge could never sit in the chair because her plastic legs were rigid and couldn't bend. For my 6th birthday, I received a PJ doll, one of Barbie's friends. PJ's hair was blonde, like Barbie's, but it was shorter, and her eyes were brown. Eyes like mine, not eyes to dream of, eyes like mine. When I finally got you, Barbie, I treated you like some sort of goddess, you with your disproportionate figure and perpetual smile. When you never eat, you can always stay thin. You can always be happy. I took plastic kitchen shelf liner and caulk glue and lined a shoebox so that you would have a bathtub. And I taped a straw around the back of the tub so that you could have jets and extra bubbles when you soaked. My father's pool table was your lake. I said the shoebox was your speedboat. You took all of your friends. I'll move my stuff over for you. You took all of your friends with you on the boat together. Now we can move stuff over. There's no room for everyone to sit.
Are you serious?
We take all of your friends with you on the. So I have to find my spot now. On boat rides along with you. Ken, the Donnie and Marie dolls, DJ, even Midge. But I couldn't be like you. I had to eat, and I could only stand on my toes for so long when you just stood like a dancer perpetually. I couldn't always smile. I was only a little girl, and I was cursed with brown eyes. What did you teach me? I pressed you next to Ken under your pink and white bed sheets, but your plastic bodies made a loud noise when you came together. Your legs never intertwined. Your smile never faded. And now, all grown up, I visit my parents' house, and they tell me that I have boxes of toys that could be thrown away, kitchen accessories for the Barbie camper, beaded dresses I made myself. And I think I could give these toys to my niece so that she could play, so that she could learn. And then I decide, no. These dolls, these values, these memories, they belong sealed in a cardboard box where only time will take its toll. And another one from that show is called Burn It In. This is Reaching the End edit. This is an edit of a poem called Burn It In. Nice emotional piece, get ready. Once I was at a beach off the west coast of Florida with a friend on New Year's Eve. I watched the waves crash as the yellow moon swung over the Gulf like a swaying lantern. My friend watched this scene and said, I want to look at this scene and burn it into my brain, record it in my mind so that I can have it with me always. I can call it up whenever I want it to. I too have my recorders. I burn these things into my brain. I burn these things onto pages. I pick and choose what needs to be said, what needs to be recorded. When I first went to college, I was studying to be a computer science engineer because I wanted to make a ton of money. I wanted to beat everyone else because burned in my brain were the taunts of the kids who were in cliques so that others could do the thinking for them. Because burned in my brain were the evenings of the high school dances I never went to. Because burned on my brain were the people I knew I was better than, who thought that they were better than me. So yeah, I wanted to make a ton of money. I wanted to beat everyone else, but I hated what I was doing. I hated what I saw around me, and all this pain that people put each other through, all of these memories, they just kept flooding me. So in my spare time, to keep me sane, to keep me alive, I wrote down the things I could not say. That is how I recorded things. When I looked around me and saw friends raping my friends, I burned into these nightmares with a pen, and yes, I have this recorded. I have all of this recorded. What did you think I was doing when I was stuffing handwritten notes into my pockets or typing long hours into the night? I was sitting in a computer lab slamming my hands, my fingers into that keyboard because there were too many atrocities in the world, too many injustices that I had witnessed, too many people who had wronged me, and I had a lot of work to do. There had to be a record of what you had done. Did you think your crimes would go unpunished? Did you think that you could just, that no one would remember, that you could just come back and that's a thing. That's what I have my poems for. So there would always be a record of what you had done. Yes. You have defiled, I have defiled many pages in your honor, you who swung your battle axe high above your head and thought that no one would remember. Well, yes, I have defiled many pages. And have you defiled many women? You, the man who raped my friends? You, the man who rapes my sisters? You, the man who rapes me? Is this what makes you a strong man? You want to know why I do the things I do? I had to record these things. That is what kept me together. When people were dying, this is what kept me together. When my friends went off to war, that is what kept me together. And when my friends were raped and left for dead, that is what kept me together. And when no one bothered to notice this, or change this, or care about this, these recordings kept me together. I need to record these things to remind myself of where I came from. I need to record these things to remind myself that there are things to value and things to hate. I need to record these things to remind myself that there are things worth fighting for, worth dying for. I need to record these things to remind myself that I am alive. Thank you. That is in the current issue of cc&d, which is called Black and White, with cover art by Barbie.